today on 15 on 15.
Hotel guests and associates from Bukudi and Tata Beach Resort shows us how to protect our environment in the right way. Plus, check out this new architectural design where every apartment unit gets a chance at the breathtaking view. And we take a look at the Wynwood concept in Miami, in which the Prime Minister is looking to adopt for the island. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. When it comes to contributing to Aruba's environment, continuous efforts have to be made. For more than 20 years, Bukudi and Tata Beach Resort has recruited their hotel guests and associates on the third Wednesday of every month to collect garbage on Eagle Beach. Bukudi and Tata Beach Resort associates and guests gathered on Eagle Beach on Earth Day to collect garbage. 45 people were estimated to have taken part in the cleanup action. This initiative is taken every month by the hotel. The owner and managing director of the property, Ewald Beemans, adopted the stretch of Eagle Beach from Costa Linda to Chalet Suisse 23 years ago, and they've been keeping it clean ever since. He says his guests look forward to being part of the initiative.
Our guests love it. They feel they're doing something worthwhile for us, for themselves, because they are conscious that this is a unique piece of paradise. And if we don't take care of it, it will disappear.
The stretch of beach the group cleaned up is mostly visited by locals. For tourists to roll up their sleeves and pick up trash in this particular area speaks volumes.
Well, I think it's very significant in what we do here every month. This part of the beach that we're cleaning is visited mostly by locals every weekend, most of the time. So this is a local beach that we want to maintain every month. And to have our tourists that come here to enjoy the island and help us maintain our beach, I think it says a lot. I think it's fantastic. I think it would be great if we can, translate over to our people as well, to our local, to the Arubians, and let them know, this is what's going on, and if every little bit helps.
In order to create a movement and have more tourists as well locals on board this cleanup action, there needs to be awareness.
I think awareness is key. The more a person knows, the more they're educated about sustainability or nature in general, I think the better they'll have a better knowledge on what to base their decisions about. So I think awareness is key.
It is up to both tourists and locals to all take the next step in making a difference. Besides for keeping the beach clean, it also helps to preserve marine life from harm. Guests at Bukudi look forward to being part of the beach cleanup team. They think it is worthwhile to be part of.
Well, we found out about it 5 years ago when we first came here, and unfortunately we missed it every year except for we came last year. And we thought we missed it this year because it was supposed to be last Wednesday, but as of Earth Day, they made it this Wednesday, so we lucked out.
I think it's great leadership. I think more people need to do it. It's the kind of thing that makes a difference and teaches people about what a difference every one person can make on any given day. So it's very important.
Once the garbage has been collected and the guests of the hotel has had the opportunity to capture the moment, it doesn't stop here. Each trash bag and each item gathered is put on a pickup truck to be transported back to the property where it all gets sorted. The items are sorted into 4 categories: plastic, miscellaneous items, aluminum, and glass. Associates of Bukudi and Tata Beach Resort is responsible in ensuring the garbage is placed in the right section so they can be treated properly, either to be recycled or reused. To put things into perspective for you, on the Earth Day cleanup, this is the breakdown of the various amounts of garbage that was found. 41 plastic bags were used to collect the garbage. There were 58 plastic bottles found, 89 beer bottles, 42 aluminum cans, 31 paper and carton, 2 cardboard boxes, 48 plastic bags, and 81 miscellaneous items. It's important to note that out of the 89 beer bottles collected, 22 were Balashi. This is interesting because customers get a small amount of money in return when Balashi bottles are recycled and returned. So perhaps this small initiative from the company is working. We will take a very quick break. Here's what's coming up next for you. This beer pong table is a game changer. Find out how next. back from the break. You are watching 15 on 15. The value of a property is increased with a magnificent view. But let's say an apartment complex allows each unit to have an equal chance at this breathtaking view. How can that be possible, you ask? Well, check this out. A new residential building design is being adapted in major cities to solve overcrowding issues. A San Francisco-based industrial designer has unveiled his concept for a rotating building, giving residents an ever-changing view of the city. The concept, which is called Turn to the Future, is designed so that people who are at the bottom level will eventually get a chance to have a top-floor view and everything in between. Each day, each unit moves one step forward on the spiral track. It takes a little over 2 months for the building to fully rotate each unit to the top floor. Pretty impressive, might I add. I wonder if it gives the residents any sort of sea or land sickness, for that matter. Now, moving forward, people have claimed that water with lemon can help you lose weight, but this isn't necessarily the case. Nutritionists say hot water with lemon in and of itself does not cause any actual weight loss, but if this drink is replacing a beverage that is higher in calories, like coffee with sugar or fruit juice, and that results in a calorie deficit, then it can most certainly help you lose weight. Drinking water, whether hot or cold, infused with lemon or plain, also helps keep your metabolism humming, so remember that. Staying hydrated is an important component of a healthy diet because it boosts your metabolism. For those that don't enjoy plain water, adding some lemon is a great way to boost the flavor without adding calories. A good thing to keep in mind is that drinking water with lemon can also reduce bloating. The game of beer pong is quite simple. It doesn't seem like there is much players can do to make the drinking game more challenging. Or is there? A new beer pong table has proven to be a real game changer. Check this out. A Canadian man took the matter of elevating the game beer pong into his own hands. Meet the futuristic beer pong table. It is being called the most sophisticated beer pong table ever. From the colorful flashing lights to automatic score panels and even sensors that is timed with music. The designer did all of this in his basement during his free time. The table has many unique features, including a ball washer. All you do is drop the ping pong ball into the hole and it'll wash it and even air dry it for you. The table may seem different, but the rules of the game are the same. The Canadian went on Kickstarter to launch the project and was successful in gaining funding. The customized beer pong table sells between $85 to $400. With everything included, as you saw in the clip, it will run for $1,800. The designer has about 20 orders, but he isn't sure what the demand is for a project like this. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Coming up, why would this artistic and innovative concept work in Aruba? Stay tuned to find out. Recently, on Prime Minister Eamon's business trip to Miami, he visited a very unique and innovative area called Wynwood. The objective is to encourage and inspire a neighborhood similar in this area. Wynwood is a different kind of hangout place. Aruba's Prime Minister personally visited the spot with the individuals responsible for creating the space. Wynwood exudes creativity and artistry. Here is Jessica Goldman-Sriednick to explain the concept of Wynwood.
We're in a place called the Wynwood Walls right now, which is the largest outdoor street art museum in the world. And what you will find here is some of the best art that you will ever see, and it has kind of expanded into the entire neighborhood. And so when you walk the neighborhood, you will see world-class art on the buildings, on the facades of the buildings, and the buildings are really like canvases.
There are restaurants, bars, shops, and more at Wynwood. Why would this be of interest to Aruba, you ask? Well, an area like Wynwood reinforces a culture, as well as enhances the nation's identity. Spaces are only rented out to business owners with one-of-a-kind concepts.
We not only curate the art, we curate the tenancies, and so we handpick all the tenants and all the businesses that come here. And it's very important to us that they are special, that they are differentiated, that they have their own sense of style, their own sense of self, and that you can't find it in other places. And that means taking a risk on tenants that maybe haven't proven themselves to have 10 other stores. But those are people that are hungry and they are committed and they will be a part of your community and a part of your environment.
Jessica says her team is willing to exchange knowledge and information with Aruba's prime minister if he ever wanted to set something like this up on the island. She says this concept drives the economy and facilitates many aspects of a nation.
In fact, to have, the prime minister of Aruba, really so interested and so intrigued with what we are doing, and wanting to see something like this in his home country, is very encouraging to us. And having government that is so pro, I don't want to call it development because it's more than that. It's social good. It's creating jobs. It's creating industry. It's creating tourism.
That is all the time we have. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Channel 15 ATV tomorrow night starting at 7:15 p.m. with a new edition of 15 on 15. Be sure to watch because we've got a great lineup of topics for you. We will see you then.